Hi guys, Lauren here, aka Flossabilities, back with another Flosstube. Today is August 17th, I believe, 2022. It's a Thursday and it's really early in the morning, just utilising this time before I start work later today. How's everyone getting on, guys? I have missed you so much. It has been too long. I think it's been about 2 months since my last video. The reason for the length, I think most of you will know, is because I was trying to finish my last full coverage whip, which was called Wise Old Owl, a pain-free crafts chart. I am very pleased to advise, guys, it is now finally finished. Yay! It is even sweeter, this finish, because with this finish, I've also finished the full 3 full coverages that I started about 2 years ago. In fact, it's 2 years this month, guys. This is my second Flossiversary, my second year of being on Flosstube this very month. So it's kind of very nice that it's happened in this month. It's a bit meant to be. So yeah, I have now finished the 3 pain-free crafts full coverages I started around 2 years ago with you guys, and that's it. Their journey is over. So yeah, we're gonna have a look at him today. I've done the usual, watching him get washed, putting him on the bed, having a look at him, and then I thought it would be really nice as well to look at the 3 as a whole, because that was the challenge ultimately. Do not start anything really, Lauren, until them 3 are done. As most of you know, I did sticks that, except for the pain-free craft style that I did start, but I didn't work on it because I was just so focused on this challenge. I didn't want to carry on. I was taking time away from me full coverage. So yeah, but he's got the style's got a place in the next rotation. If you don't know yet what my new rotation will be now that this is finished, the last video will show that. So guys, what have I been up to in July and August? Well, it's been hot. You've probably heard this from all the British Flosstubers because we love to moan about the weather, which is just one of our hobbies. We've had a heat wave in July, and then we've just come out one in August. The apartment is finally starting to cool down. It's took a few days. Our houses are built to retain heat because we're normally predominantly a cooler country. And we don't have AC usually. Most residential homes don't have it, so we kind of have to just grin and bear it. And then even when the heat finishes, it takes a while for the heat to escape. So that was one of the reasons that Wise Old Owl took a little bit longer, because it was just too hot to stitch. I might have mentally wanted to and knocked out about maybe 100, 200 stitches and wanted to carry on, but it was just too hot. So yeah, it was, it's definitely prohibited his speed of being finished, but I'm hoping now we're in the middle of August. There's not one predicted for the next 2 weeks. I'm hoping that's us now, and then it's gonna turn to autumn. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, it was too hot for me, guys. It was a bit like a polar bear on a beach. Just didn't work for me. Anyway, what else has been happening? Something exciting. So me and Mama in July, we signed up to our first ever retreat. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. I've wanted to go to some retreats before. I know that Ellie Welly Stitcher with Trees Little Stitcher did one, and Pain-free Crafts even doing one. I really wanted to go. I know there's loads of them out there, but for one reason or another, I've not signed up to that. But Sami reached out and said that she had a Facebook group she created. So I think in the beginning of July, she created a Facebook group called Floss Friends UK. It was a way for kind of UK stitchers to kind of communicate and maybe meet up with each other. But don't let the title fool you. I'm pretty sure that Sami's quite happy for anyone, you know, outside the UK as well to join if you want to just, you know, have a chat with the UK cross stitchers. And then one of the other things she did on the Facebook group is she set up a retreat, the first one being in October. Now it's drivable for me and Mama, and it was it appealed to us because there was a day option, so you didn't have to go for the full weekend, you could just go for a day. So that's what we're going to do on Saturday the 8th of October. We are going to our first day retreat. I know some people who've also signed up. I've reached out to you. I cannot wait to see you, and I can't wait just generally to meet loads of new people and make friends with everyone. So yeah, if you're going to be there, can't wait to see you. It's exciting. So as well as that, Sami has also reopened her Etsy shop. This woman is a machine, and she's got some brilliant bags. She's made her own pattern of like spooky ladies, you know, like famous spooky ladies, like a Sal. So I'm going to put the links to all these things in the show notes. And Sami from Lizzie Little Loops is my Flosstuber of the month, just because she's been a one-woman cross-stitch machine over July and August. So Sami, thank you very much for organising the retreat, and I can't wait to see you. So yeah, so I think that's us all caught up. What we're going to do today is, so we're going to go over now to see Wise Old Owl finish, washed and then on the bed. And then I'm going to have a little segment for Mama where I'm going to just show you what she's been working on. And then right at the end, I'm also going to show you, finally, my Nimble Thimble haul, the ones I bought end of May and haven't showed you yet. So it's only 3 patterns, nothing crazy. And I've also been gifted 2 PDF patterns from my partner. And I thought we'd go over plans. There's obviously about a week and a half, 2 weeks left of August. So I just want to kind of explain what I'm going to do in that time and when I'm likely to do another video. And there's also a slight kind of, it's not so much of a change, but there's something I want to start after one of my projects is done and my first lot of rotation. I've already picked the next thing because it's one of the pieces of haul. So I wanted to show you that. Yeah, so I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you very much for returning and for helping me along with all your comments when I've been moaning about how long my full coverages are taking, and they're finally done, guys. Oh, so exciting. Right, okay, see you over in the next section. Hi guys, just wanted to do the ceremonial dunking of Wise Old Owl. Just in case you haven't seen me do this with my other ones, I only really wash my full coverages out of all my cross stitch, just because I've worked on it for so long, it's bound to be dirty, and I stitch 2 strands over one so it can get a bit bulky. So there can be maybe a bit more lines, and these are just things I'm gonna try and eradicate by washing. So yeah, I'm also obviously trying to get rid of the grid lines, even though you can't really see it with 2 over 1. I do try and get rid of them as well. So yeah, I'll just give them the ceremonial dunking. Here we go. Ooh. This is extremely hot water. It's just boiled kettle water, and then I've put a little bit of cold in. And what I tend to find works with these, there he is, he's in, is I'll just keep topping it up over the next hour with some boiling, just off the kettle boiled water. That's what seems to get rid of the lines the most. And I'll agitate, so kind of off camera, I'll come back, I'll move them around, kind of rub the grid lines a little bit together, but obviously not too much on the actual main piece. I don't want to kind of rub it too hard on there, but yeah, that's him all in. And next time you see him, he will be ironed, completely dry, and we'll get to have a look at him in closer. Okay, see you over at the next bit, guys. Bye. Hi guys, so I'm back. It's 24 hours later, and Mr. Wise Old Owl is washed and dried and ironed, and I finally get to show you the finished piece. So here he is in all his glory. The main row I have done, I think we were here, weren't we, last time I spoke to you guys, and I've done, I think it was about 22,000 stitches in the last 2 months. So we've got all this done. It was a bit heavy going. I remember kind of slowing down around here. These books were never ending. And then I sped up once I got to here because I could see the end in sight. But I'm absolutely made up with him. I think he's translated to cross stitch brilliantly from the artwork. Sarah Payne's done an amazing job of pain-free crafts. I just love all the little details. I'll just go in a bit closer. Just things like the shadow effect on the book. I love all the books here at the top. The bird outside that Owl is looking at. Just the texture of his coat. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It looks strokeable. All these little odds and ends here. Every time you look at it, I just see something different. I love the feathers, the loose feathers, the dry leaf, just little pots and trinkets. Oh, little ink pot there. I just absolutely love it. I'm absolutely made up with it. So yeah, just some stats on it. Sorry if I wriggle a minute, I'm just getting my book. It's come from a nursery rhyme, this piece that inspired Chris Dunn, the artist. That nursery rhyme is, a wise old owl lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why can't we all be like that wise old bird? Absolutely love that. I think it's brilliant. The finished piece is 14.96 inches by 15 inches. There was 140,250 stitches in this piece. I stitched it on 25 count, 2 over 1, so 2 strands of floss over 1, and it was easy guide until I washed out the lines, and I think they've come out great. It's good enough for me because I couldn't really see it under the piece anyway. But yeah, I'm absolutely made up. And I thought what would be interesting, guys, is I've actually brought the other 3 because it was like a challenge to finish all 3. If I can just raise my arms high enough, we should be able to see all 3 now, hopefully. So obviously I've gone into detail on each one in other videos. If you want to go back and look at them. But in total, I'll get my book again. Sorry, making you all dizzy. The 3 pieces together are 388,650 stitches. And that's been stitched predominantly over 2 years because I started Flosstube in August 2020, I believe. Yeah, it's my 2-year anniversary. So in 2 years, I've managed to do 388,650 stitches. The largest is Halloween at 140,250. Then it's Halloween at 125,200. And then finally it's cheese delivery at 123,200. So yeah, obviously, as you guys might remember, I'm reframing Halloween because you can see some of the white. One of the things I learned with the full coverages, it doesn't matter how much on the line you are, sometimes they will warp a little bit on the left or right. So I'm going to reframe that because I don't want any white showing. Don't know if I'm actually going to get it done in time for Halloween, but it's good enough, you know, for this Halloween if I don't, so it's fine. But yeah, I think now, if you push me to an answer, I think Wise Old Owl's my favourite. I think he's translated most well to cross stitch. I think these rich tones just work really well. But every one of them that I've done is very different, you know, in their own way, shape, the tones of it. And I love them all individually and for the different purpose they're going to serve in my home. So guys, that is it. I've completed my challenge. I've got 3 full coverage pieces. They probably constitute the size of a Haid, you know, all in all, but I'm just so happy that I've got 3 good size full coverages that I can put up in my home. Thank you so much for following my journey. And we'll go now and see Mama's, what she's been working on and where she's up to. She's got her own segment coming up. So yeah, I'll just go over them one last time. This one's also got the perspex on, so it's kind of dulling it down a bit. I'm still trying to decide whether I want the perspex glass on or not, because when you look at the richness of this, I'm thinking not. So yeah, still messing about with them. And of course, once I frame them, I will come and show you guys. You know, I'll show you what I've picked, but there's no hurry. You know, it's not a cheap process. I do frame them myself, and I do buy them from a company called Picture Frames Express, which is less expensive than doing it professionally, but it's still not cheap, you know, so I'm gonna just do them when I can. So that's it, I'll leave you on Wise Old Owl. I hope you've enjoyed that, guys, and thank you very much for everyone who's cheered me along when I've been moaning because he's not been finished. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye. Hi guys, back with Mama Flossabilities section here. So what I've got for you today from Mama is her main focus whip. There's a full coverage she's doing, and she's trying her best to get it done for Christmas so she can have it up. So I've got that whip for you, and I've also got Mama's haul, which is predominantly from Nimble Thimble, and then I think there's something that she's picked up just maybe at Hobbycraft, but yeah, the bits of haul I thought you'd like to see that Mama has bought. Okay, so we're going to start with the whip. The main piece she's been working on is a Charting Creations pattern called Forest Santa. You can get this obviously directly at Charting Creations, and just in case you weren't aware, Pain Free Crafts are also supplying Charting Creation patterns as well now. They've actually they've done a lot of different things that you can purchase through them now. They've got Shannon Christie designs, they've got loads of different things going on, so I would definitely check out Pain Free Crafts and Charting Creations as well if you like this. So Forest Santa, I will show you where she's up to. It's fabulous. Here we go, guys. Let me just open that up. So I'll just go in a bit, try and see what you guys can see. How gorgeous is that Santa? Absolutely love it. I know that Mama's enabled a few of you this. Debbie, Creatively Yours, she started this pattern, but you've also been enabling Mama as well, because she has bought the Mini Deer Creek from Heaven and Earth Designs, which I think is down to Darren at the Dizzy Stitch channel, and the Stitch Coutures, Debbie. These people, Mama watches you. She don't always comment. You don't know she's watched you, but she watches a lot. She's like more up to date Flosstube than me, and you guys have been enabling her just as much as she's enabled you. But it's absolutely stunning. She is at 67.75% complete. She's stitching this one strand over one on 25 count easy guide fabric. Just trying to get all them details in. I love this teal colour. It's going to be gorgeous up at Christmas, this. So this is her main focus. She is working on a drawn thread Halloween and an autumn piece just when she gets a bit bored of this. So she's got other little things that she's got on the go, and she has finished some, and she's in the process of FOing them. So she's going to show them when they're completely FO'd. But yeah, she's working on this predominantly. She's got a stitch goal per day so that she can get it done for Christmas. So she's massively over halfway now, 67.75. I think she's ready for it to be done too, so that she can get it up on the wall and enjoy stitching other things. But I think it's looking absolutely stunning. Look how beautiful that is. Love it. Well done, Mama Flossabilities. Okay, so Mama's haul, a little bit more than mine here, Mama. She's been collecting. So I'll show you first this one. This is the one that she's been working on, Pantini. When I think of autumn, I think Sean at Craftivating Creations stitched this as well. Mama's made a start on it. I think she's got kind of this part done, some of the writing. But this is one of her haul pieces. I haven't got the actual piece to show you here today, but she's working on this in between. It's a gorgeous little autumn pillar, that. So that was one of her haul pieces. And then this is another piece of haul from the Nimble Thimble, and it came as a kit. Christine at the Nimble Thimble kits it up, and she's been working on this when she's getting bored of Forest Santa as well. It's called Little Bits of Halloween by the Drawn Thread. There's some really beautiful patterns in there. I went with Christmas this time, but I was really drawn to this as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Love this one. I love the fact that you can do different things with it. Fabulous. What else? So these are all now just haul that isn't started. So Cottage Garden Samplings, A Year in the Woods #1, the Fox. I think Mum's not partial to all of them, but she really liked the Fox one, so she's bought that one. We've all seen this one, haven't we? This design series is so popular, so she's got the Fox. I think Cat v Stitches is to blame for this one. This is Sheepy Hollow by the Cricket Collection. She's been looking for this, and the Nimble Thimble got it in for her. So it's all these sheep stacked, Sheepy Hollow. I wonder if I can take that out because the glare. Can you see that a bit better? Lovely piece. Very cute. Love all the sheep. Obviously Mum has still got the sheep she's working on with the full coverage as well. Oh, I love this one as well. This is Silver Creek Samplers Back to the Grind. So I think she thought this would look nice in the kitchen. Back to the Grind, and she's already started kitting it up. I think this is a popular one as well. Back to the Grind. And then finally, and I think this was just she saw it and fancied it, you know, kind of purchase. I think she was in Hobbycraft getting something else, or was it the Black Sheep? Can't remember. Mum, you'll have to remind me. But she was in one of a store just picking up something else, and then she saw this Gold Collection Petites by Dimensions, the Wolf cross stitch. And again, I think a few people I've seen have done this, and it's a very cute pattern. And I'm so sorry if you can hear a plane, but my door is open because it's so warm. Just typical. This is, I can tell this is going to be so striking stitched in the frame. Absolutely beautiful piece. So that's it. That is Mama's haul. We've got the wolf, Back to the Grind, Sheepy Hollow, the Fox, When I Think of Autumn, and the Drawn Thread Halloween. And as I said, she's also been buying the odd PDF pattern, been enabled with Day Creek. I don't know when she's going to start that one, but I know she also wants to start the X and O's, the Spooky Mansion house one that we both have. So I think she's getting like me, it's just like wants to start everything. And she's obviously very excited about going on the retreat as well. I just wanted to mention as well, my mama uses Annie's Keepers, and she's had a problem storing them because Annie's Keepers are American made and they fit a US letter kind of frame, like a storage frame. But in the UK, we don't really have that. Most of the storage is built for a UK letter size. It's like marginally different, but it means that she didn't really have anywhere to store them. She's found, after kind of much searching, something at IKEA, and I'll put a picture here. In fact, there's two pictures, so they'll just kind of swap between the two, of something that she's bought at IKEA, and it's got a frame that will allow you to kind of adjust it to US letter size. So she made an investment and bought these. Now, this might not be for everyone, but if you do use Annie's Keepers and you've also struggled to find something to store them in, I'm going to try and put the link to where she bought this. It's from IKEA, so I know IKEA's universal. So just in case that helps anyone at all, because we struggle to work it out, she has invested in this cabinet to store her Annie's Keepers in, and I'll put the link in the show notes in case that's of interest to anyone. But yeah, that's been kind of a treat that she's bought for herself, because at the moment she's been kind of had to store them in an odd fashion, and so she's finally been able to do something now to have them all stored forever in this. So yeah, just in case that helps anyone in the UK likes using Annie's Keepers and has struggled to store them as well, this is potentially something that you might be interested in. I'm not affiliated with IKEA in any way, it's not a paid promotion, just in case. But that's it, so that's Mama's segment, and we'll go over now to my haul and plans. Okay, see you later, guys. Hi guys, back with haul and plans. So I'm going to start with the Nimble Thimble haul. So at the till, it comes in what I like to call a Beetlejuice bag. It's very crinkly, sorry. Just to remind everyone, I was really poorly. The worst cold that lasted weeks, and I was at the end of it when I went to the Nimble Thimble, so I couldn't really root the way I wanted to, so I kind of just stuck to what I know, and my favourite kind of seasons are Halloween and Christmas, so I just got patterns in that vein, and I tried to buy from a designer I've been interested in buying. I knew that they had a lot of, but I don't own any yet, so that's kind of where I went with this. I'm going to show you first the pattern that Mama Flossabilities bought for me. She said as like a reward for going, she wanted to buy me a pattern, which was really nice. So the pattern I chose was, this is my second one of this company now, is Autumn Lane Stitchery Hocus Pocus. So this was a gift from Mama from the Nimble Thimble when we went. I chose this one because I tend to lean towards things that mean something to me and my partner if I can. So we like the film Hocus Pocus, and even though obviously there is indications of that here, I guess, for, you know, like the book with the eye and things like that. So I'm gonna it looks like it's on murky fabric or something, but I might use like you know, like a worn brown kind of oldie looking fabric, and make it kind of look even more kind of Hocus Pocus like the movie. And I think that this will look really cool up at Halloween and autumn, and I really like the other Autumn Lane Stitchery piece I bought, so I just wanted to add another one of theirs to my collection. They do really great spooky pieces and autumnal pieces. So yeah, this was one of the first bits of haul I got from there, and this was a gift from Mama. So yeah, excited to start that at some point. So the next two I bought myself, and these are actually, oh, it's three I bought myself. I forgot that. I forgot, guys. I'll do this one first. So the other one I bought, I'll take it out of the packet. I bought this for myself. I went with the theme of Christmas, and I've seen a few people stitch this and it looks absolutely stunning, so I wanted to add this. And it's the Cottage Garden Christmas Delivery. I think this is quite a popular pattern. I've seen a few people stitch this. I think it's absolutely stunning. And I think it's one of those that looks even better stitched. So yeah, I bought that one for myself, Christmas Delivery. And you know me, I love a Santa. Top 5, guys. Love a Santa. So yeah, I completely forgot I bought that. That just shows you. Collection's part of the hobby, isn't it, really? So yeah, I got that one. And then I bought 2 drawn thread patterns because I don't own any drawn thread, and I've seen a lot of you stitch it, and the beauty with Christine at the Nimble Thimble is that she does like kit up things, so you can buy them as a kind of kit. So that's what I did with these two. So I bought the drawn thread Deck the Halls. As you can see, I just stuck with what I know, which was Halloween and Christmas. So another Christmas one, Deck the Halls. I'm really into my birds as well at the moment, because we have like a bird that visits us. So the Christmas and then having the birds in it, I just absolutely love that. Deck the halls, and it comes with 32 count natural undyed linen, and Christine puts the right amount in for you. So I got this as a full kit, and then she's put all the I think it is Dinky Dye silk. All that is included in it so that you can complete the pattern. So it's exactly everything that you need to do it on. So I thought that was lovely, and I haven't, like I said, I don't have any drawn thread, and I think that'll be a really beautiful Christmas pattern to do. Yeah, I should put it away, sorry. If I don't, everything will just be too messy. So that was one of the other ones I got. And then in the same vein, oh, this one's stapled, so I'll have to show you at the front. I got the drawn thread Good Tidings. And again, the birdies and Christmas. It was just kind of a winner for me on the day. I absolutely loved it. And again, there's the thread, the silks that come with it and the fabric, and this was a kit. So they're the two drawn thread ones I got, and I think they'll be absolutely gorgeous at Christmas. I love that kind of oldie worldy look of them. The pattern I forgot I bought, the Christmas Delivery by Cottage Garden Samplings, and then a gift from Mama, Hocus Pocus by Autumn Lane Stitchery. So that was all my haul at the Nimble Thimble. I had a really nice time. I did explain some of this in my last video, and I put a shot of the doggies that Christine has in the store with her. It's such a lovely, quaint store. It's beautiful. So yeah, I had real fun then. I'd like to go. Oh, sorry, it's making so much noise. I'd like to go again when I'm not unwell. So that's that. And then in August, Miss Sarah Payne, Pain Free Crafts, naughty lady, she released two patterns by so it's Kriston again, I'm crazy for Kriston. So it's two Kriston artworks that she charted. Now she's charted a few in the last few months, so I would go check her out. I know it seems unbelievable because I have 28 of them. I actually don't buy every single one that is released. I definitely have a particular type, and it's not that I don't like the artwork. I adore every single thing that he draws, or paints, sorry, but it's more, would it work for me in my home and what I'm trying to achieve? So there's a circus one I didn't buy, love it again, but I just couldn't visualise where I'd have it in my home. But then she released two, and I said to my partner, I kind of really need them. And then I checked my inbox and he's bought me them. So the first one, I'll put it up on the screen here, is I think it's called Up on the Rooftops. It's basically the book I got for Christmas, the illustrated book of The Night Before Christmas, but done with animals that Chris did. It's the front cover of that. How could I not have that? So this should be up on the screen here. He's just absolutely gorgeous. I love all the dark blues, just the giantness of this Santa on the piece, and then that little peak of rooftop there. I absolutely love it. So thank you very much, my partner, for getting me that one. Then the next one he got me, well, I had to have this. It's called Simple Pleasures. Guys, look how cute that is. I actually messaged Sarah about 1.5 years ago and said, Sarah's really good. She takes a lot of feedback from her customers, and she's quite happy to, listen. And if you want something, she'll say, well, if I can do it, I will. And I'd said, I really want to do this piece because it just reminds me of me and my partner. There's two mice all cozied up, sitting. One's reading a book, that's my partner. One's doing some knitting, and that would be me with me stitching. It's got like an indication of snow outside because the circle window's got some snow build up, and I just want this as like an all year round piece in our home, just to represent me and my partner and maybe in the living room. And this is what has caused me naughtiness, really. So what I originally was just gonna have the one full coverage in my rotation, and the full coverage wasn't, you know, any more important than the non-full coverage. And when I finished something, I was going to rotate something in, probably non-full coverage. But now that I've seen this one and it's been released, I want to start it. So I'm not swapping out the full coverage of Chores barging through. He's all ready to go. I really want to do it. But what I've decided is when I finish my first non-full coverage, something like Rosslyn Chapel, I think that one will be finished first, I'm going to rotate in this as a new start, Simple Pleasures. He's still only going to get the 5 days that Rosslyn Chapel was allotted. I'm not like giving him 10, so it's not any more important than the others. I'm keeping to that rule, but I am going to have 2 full coverage on the go. I can't help myself. It's so precious, that one, to me. I absolutely love it. So yeah, so that's my haul, and then a slight change of plans. Mum also wants to start the X and O's spooky house I showed you. I don't know where I'm going to fit that in. I might have to start that a bit later when another non-full coverage is finished. There's just too much to want to stitch, isn't there? So yeah, so that's all my haul and the plans for the rotation. So what's going to happen the rest of the month? So it's only about 2 weeks to the 1st of September. So what I've been doing is I'm going to have a break. I'm going to let my fingers have a break, because they were getting a bit sore because I was kind of really going at it at the end for YZO. So I'm going to heal for a couple of weeks. I'm still finishing up, kitting up some of my new rotation. I'm still bobbinating. I've got to cut some fabric, bit of ironing, little silly things that will keep me entertained at night, because I'm not going to lie, I feel a bit lost at night without something to stitch at the moment. I feel like I should be doing something, but I can't quite work out what it was, you know, and it is because I'm so used to just sitting there stitching. I get bored just watching the telly. I have to do something while I'm doing it. So at the moment, to keep the boredom at bay, I'm just making sure like I'm slowly kitting up anything, making sure it's like really ready to go when I stitch. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little stash dive, because the retreat I'm going to, there is a smalls exchange. The theme is autumn, so it could be autumn, Halloween. And I want to find something that I could stitch in a couple of nights. It's a small, and get it finished. And I think with 2 weeks to go before the beginning of a new month, September, I think it would be nice to just find something and have like no pressure. I've just got 2 weeks to knock out this small and get it finished, and then it's done, ready to go. And I don't need to kind of try and push it in somewhere in my new rotation. It's like got its own time now just to be done, and then I'll start my new rotation. Of course, if it gets something like the 25th of August and I'm absolutely itching to start, I'll just give them all an extra day or something, just get a head start on them. So for that reason, I'm not going to come back until around the 1st of October, which I believe is a Saturday. Because if I come back in 2 weeks, the beginning of September, because I like to come at the beginning of every month to review the month before, there's nothing really to review. I can't show the small exchange because I don't want to ruin the surprise, whoever's going to get it. You know, you've already seen the project, so me kitting them up isn't really going to be any different for you to see. Not kitting them up, like finishing off bobbinating, because you've already seen the fabric, the floss and all that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a little break for 2 weeks, get that small done, finish kitting up, and then just get going with my new rotation. And then I'll come back 1st of October, the week before the retreat, and we'll catch up and see how far I got in my new rotation with the times they had allotted to them. You know, did it work? Was there anything I should change? You know, and just see how far I got with the very first month's rotation. So that's the plan, and then hopefully moving forward it'll be back to we'll do 1st of October, kind of 1st, 2nd November, 1st December, and it should be back to normal then, because I'm just working away on my new rotation. So yeah, thank you very much for bearing with me with the lack of videos this year. It's been kind of one every other month really, rather than every month, and it's just the way it's fell with the big finishes, you know, it's just happened. So anyway, because I won't see you till the 1st of October. I hope everyone in the Northern Hemisphere enjoys the first autumnal month, September, and I hope everyone in the Southern Hemisphere enjoys the first flourishes of spring. I hope you all enjoy your stitching, stay cool, and yeah, thank you very much guys for supporting me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.